Hello, my air signs. Welcome to your weekly element reading. So this reading is going to be for all my Tauruses, my Virgos, my Capricorns. And we're going to zero in kind of on the week of August 15th to August 22nd. But of course, if you're coming across this reading outside of that time frame, Creator and Spirit are not bound by time or space. So if your intuition, your gut brought you here, I would listen to it and go ahead and watch the video anyway, because I'm sure there's messages here for you. If you are watching this between August 15th and August 22nd, the big day is going to be on August 22nd, which we're actually having our second moon in Aquarius in a row. We had our full moon in Aquarius last month, and we have the full moon in Aquarius again here on the 22nd. I actually recorded a video for that, therefore a pick a card reading for it. And that'll be on a playlist at the end of this video if you want to check that out. I just posted it yesterday. So if you want more information on that moon, you can check that out. But the energy that's coming with that is basically the Aquarian energy of care about the community and about movement forward, looking at things in a new way. And with all that energy, has this kind of objective view that's possible, because in order to move forward, in order to look at the community, we allow individuals to be who they are, right? And it doesn't mean necessarily taking on their views as your own, but you give them space to be who they are and move forward. And another beautiful gift that comes with that energy of an Aquarian, of Aquarius, is that they're the water bearers, and the gift they bring is the awareness on what we're truly thirsty for, because we look outside of ourselves for this liquids that are going to quench our thirst, all those things that we're told are going to fulfill us, but they leave us thirstier. It's like drinking soda, as I say. It's like full of sodium, so it doesn't quench our thirst. It actually makes us even thirstier and less hydrated. But what the Aquarians bring in that, the water bearers jar, is the living waters, which is the unconditional love of the Creator of all things. So they bring this cup full of that water, which is what we're really thirsty for and what quenches our thirst. So there's beautiful energy of understanding what we are really wanting and what we're not really wanting. And that's beautiful. And amazingly enough, on top of all that, this is also the blue moon, which means normally within a season we have 3 moons. Every once in a blue moon, we have a blue moon, which is a 4th moon. And so usually the 3rd moon is the extra one, which happens to be this moon. So it's also that blue moon. And so that brings us, like with all that, it's rare chances, rare opportunities that are coming. And I kind of feel like this big, cry out with that energy of the blue moon going, believe, believe, believe in the impossible. So wonderful energies that are coming through with all that. And then for this week, then, what we're going to be looking at is just what the Creator wants you to know about all this energy that's coming. And we're going to start off by pulling a card from this Clarity deck by Girls Gone Happy. I love that title. So we're going to start off here and just see what the Creator wants you to have some clarity around. And I'm just going to kind of shuffle these up here in a round cards, little small decks. Oh, okay, well, there you go. It has made itself known. So we're just going to pick that one. I don't even have to continue to shuffle. And you got the Storyteller. And it says, what story do you tell yourself about this area of your life? Where does this story originate, and what meaning do you make of this? So whatever is happening in your life this week, it's really about the power of the story. No matter what happens in our life, we are the ones that decide what story we're going to put around it. Is it going to be a comedy? Is it going to be a horror film? Is it going to be an adventure, a drama? What story are we going to put around it? And I love how this awareness comes to you. So the clarity that's coming is the power you have over your story. We're also going to pull some cards here from the Revelations. So you got clarity and you got revelations, and just to see what else the Creator wants you to know about the energy of this week. Okay, Creator, what else do you want our Earth signs to know about this week? Okay, I feel like this one and that one. Okay, I'm gonna have 2 for down there. And I know it's weird how they stand out to me, even though there's others that are like screaming. But these are the ones that want to be chosen for this week. So, all right, let's see what else we have going on here. So you got the 3 of Pentacles. And this is great because this is about, meaning you have success, you have movement that's going on. And like the 3 of Pentacles, you have 3 points of view. You have the, like the teacher, the person who's doing the task, or like the master of a craft. And then you have the person who's going to be trained, or the apprentice. And then you have the supporter, the person who's not doing any of the work, but just giving you support, either emotional support or financial support and that type of thing. So this is all about looking at, I haven't seen this card mean this before, but that's what's great about Spirit using whatever tools, is that these are 3 different stories you can tell yourself. It's like, which position am I in? And you're the one that gets to decide. So this is all about perspectives and understanding that you can see yourself in 3 different ways. Also, I hear this, that you can look at yourself as a victim, a villain, or a hero. Every story has 3 characters. And because this is Pentacles, this is about the external world. So this drama that we're in, you know that you're in the drama when there's a victim, a villain, or a hero. And sometimes, and often, we play all 3 in our lives to different people. Sometimes to the same person. You can be a victim. You can be the victim for them to be a hero to rescue you, or you can be the villain that makes them the victim, or you can be the hero that rescues them. So we have all these beautiful parts that we play, and the story line is always the same when it's of this drama on this world. There's always those 3 things going on. It's the melodrama. So I love that for you. And then they want to bounce over here. Yeah, so you got 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, so 3 different choices. The cups that are supposed to fulfill you. What I love, though, the 3 of Cups also represents the spirit world for me. It's a special message from the other side, because it usually can mean community and interactions, but for me it's our community on the other side, that big group of beings of unconditional love and light, Creator, Spirit, guardian angels and spirit guides and loved ones on the other side, ancestors, and whatever your beliefs are on the other side, mermaids and unicorns and fairies, whatever your beliefs are about those beings of unconditional love and light. This is like saying that there's this other side of the drama. This is the physical world that we have here, but there's this other story we can apply to anything, that everything is unfolding for us. This is when, in the drama of the victim, that's when things are happening to someone. But when we see things from the higher perspective, we see life as the story is about things are happening for us instead. So let's see what these also have here. Yeah, so you've got, we'll start with this one here, because this is the Tower. And so exactly as I was talking about, which I'll go ahead and tell the full story with this, because what the Tower basically tells me is that before we come down here, we as these higher spirit beings, we meet with our whole group, the Creator and everyone else, and go, okay, this is the experience, this is the drama I want to experience when I come down here. So this is going to be my birth, this is going to be when that character dies and gets moved off stage, and these are all the events that I want to happen and unfold as life goes on. And within each moment, we still have that human free will to determine, is it going to be an extreme emotion of fear, or is it going to be an extreme emotion of love, love or fear, that we're going to, what story that we're going to apply to each of those events as they unfold. Tower moments come when we have this, like this point, this event we want to have happen in our lives. We want it to happen because it's going to remove something out of our life that would then allow me to experience these other things. Without this being removed, I won't be able to move past it to experience these things. So this will be removed for us. Now we'll get these messages, kind of like a countdown, before the lightning strikes the tower and removes it, where we can remove it ourselves, right? So we get the 10, 9, 8, 7, it starts getting louder and louder as it gets down to there. And then if we have chosen not to step out of that situation or remove that thing or person or job or home or whatever it might be out of our lives, then the lightning and then the tower burns down, and then we're able to walk past it onto the next piece of our journey. So that is all about the, that life happens for us and not to us. And you can see the lightning bolt coming down. But so that's, this is reiterating the story that we tell is all about, is it this devastation, or is it this amazing miracle that happened? That's like the difference that happens between the two. And then you got the Knight of Cups here. And so cups are all about the emotions, and the Knight is about action. So taking action on emotions, and more so, it's about taking action on love, on those loving emotions. And this is kind of hilarious, but this little duck back here, it reminds me of the phoenix, which is like I was talking about. You walk through the fire, you walk through the ashes, and you rise again, like the phoenix does. The phoenix, burns up and becomes a pile of ashes, and then a little new baby phoenix comes out from the ashes, renewed with new energy and new, just a new journey in their part of their life. So I love how that intertwines there. And then you have the 9 of Wands. So wands are all about your energy, your drive, your passions, also about your spiritualness. And the 9 of Wands is like you have, you're holding 9 wands, which means you're to the point of giving up. Like you're just almost to the point of, I don't have any energy left. And so this card represents really like perseverance. Keep going. You're almost there. Don't give up. You've come so long. Have hope, and so especially with this hopelessness story that can arise from this situation, it's like, don't give up. Just wait for it. Give it a chance. Keep going there. And I love here too, I don't know if you can see it clear in here, but this is a dragon. And dragons, and it's a Chinese dragon, so the Chinese dragons are not like our Western European belief, the fire-breathing dragon that must be destroyed because it's a monster. In the Asian culture, Chinese culture, especially with Chinese dragons, they're thought of as these ethereal beings of wisdom, almost like angels. So they're these, again, a reference here that just if you need hope, if you need answers and clarity, that you have this support group that you can turn to for that hope, and for that more energy. Lord, give me more help, give me energy. And beautiful. And then here comes the Judgment card. And the Judgment card really, it's not about being judged and, whether going to heaven or hell. The Judgment card is really realizing that you play this human character, but this is really who you are, this mighty, powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. It's like a picture of the rapture is what the card usually represents. And it has, this beautiful, that you're raised out of a coffin, and again, here's all your angels and all your posse of support around you to help support your journey as well. But they have a trumpet, and it's like it's time to rise. You have XX 1010, which is endings and new beginnings. So it's time, for this story to change. It's time for that chapter to end and write a new chapter for yourself. One that you realize that you are not out of control of the story that is being told. And that's kind of somewhat what comes with the Tower. Like the Soul, like the Fool card, the Tower card, the Wheel of Fortune card usually tells us that, everything is unfolding in perfect order. And then again, that life is happening for you, that you are the one that can control and change your story to be what you want it to be. And then lastly, we're going to pull a card here from the Divine Directions, because you got clarity, revelations, and now we'll have some direction. So a lot of beautiful information coming in here. So for our Earth signs, Creator, let's just give this a little shuffle here first. Okay. What do you want our Earth signs to know for this week? What else? Okay. That one. And that one. So you got decide. It's time for you to make a decision. Call upon your spirit guides for help. So you get to decide what story you're going to tell, and here your spirit guides, like we were talking about, are there for your help. So definitely and time, the universe is helping you. Look for synchronistic events around you. So definitely it's time for this change. It's time for this new awareness, but there's messages all around you. Again, the Creator, your spirit guides, everyone on the other side, they're bringing you these messages, but they won't mess with your free will. Like I mentioned with this Tower, all these events that happen, you get the free will of choosing what it means about you in the world, how you're going to respond or react to it. But you can also, with your free will, ask for their assistance, ask for their help, their signs, the synchronicities, the answers to things. And trust me, they're so intent and excited to help us. They're just waiting for us to, they don't even let us finish the sentence. Hey, can you guys tell me? Yes, we will. All we have to do is, out of our free will, ask them for help. And you can ask every single day. They don't tire. Yeah. And then it says, wait. Take time to think about the matter at hand. Don't be tempted to rush. So it's definitely a time to decide, but you don't have to make a rush decision. Definitely ask for support and answers. And I love the message that comes with this too, is that if you don't know what decision to make, it's because you don't have enough information yet. So if you really don't know, like you don't have a gut feeling of, I know what I really want, but I'm pretending like I don't know what decision to make, just make it. But if you're like, I truly don't know what decision I want, then ask for more information. And if someone pressures you about, I need to know right now, then the answer is no. And suddenly they give you more time because they wanted you to say yes. And so when you say, well, if I have to decide right now, because it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. I love Middle Pond Guy. He's a wonderful reader as well. And he says that, if it's not a hell yeah, then it's a hell no. And I'm like, yeah, that's a wonderful way to live, because then there's no wishy-washiness. It's like, if it's not a total yes, then it's all no, and you can live by that. And all that energy you're investing in the confusion around making a decision suddenly goes toward making the next step instead of being stuck, at one point. So I am loving this for you, all you storytellers. I'm excited for your beautiful week of whatever movie you are going to play, and it can change from moment to moment. So just realize your power of storytelling and know that every second of every day you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, and I love you too. If you do want to check out the Blue Moon reading, it is going to be here linked at the end, and so you can click on that and see what else energy is coming up for you this week with the Blue Moon. And we'll talk to you soon. You take care now. Bye-bye.